is a signed Thomas Hart Benton book. Military stuff all over the place. Oh my God, we got a lot of furniture. Vintage clothes, denim, gold. There's more gold and silver and military stuff and watches and old toys in there. Vietnam, like armored personnel carrier helmet, World War II Japanese flag, railroad signs, other signs, mid-century, vintage Christmas, art pottery, and more. Great collection of local early radio stuff from the 20s and 30s. What the? More railroad signs and knives and military clocks. Cool vintage hi-fi. Magazines, ephemera, photos, toys, more military stuff, more vintage hi-fi, tins, toys, and on and on and on. All coming up in this week's auction. Ooh, what a day. What a past few days. Look at all this stuff we still have to put away. But it is time to do the video for this week's auction. It's going to be, what's it going to be? It's going to be Thursday, May 1st, 2025. We're located at 1801 Gwinnett Street in Kansas City, Missouri. We are in the East Bottoms, just east of River Market. I tell everyone to take 3rd Street East out of River Market. It's the best way to get here. GPS will try to take you down Front Street, and you have about a 50% chance of being stopped by a train. You can also take Independence Avenue to Chestnut to Gwinnett if you're familiar with that area. But yeah, folks, auction night, doors open at 5, auction starts at 6, and then every Wednesday we do a preview from 11 to 1. Come down, take a look at everything, and check it out. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel and you give us a like and comment below and copy that share link. Really appreciate that. So yeah, let's get going. A lot of military stuff this week. Some flight helmets and some avionics, and more stuff that's not necessarily military related, like this old anesthesia machine. Can't decide if that's going to be a really good item or a total dud, but it's pretty neat. And let's see, go over here. This looks like Soviet flag and vintage toys, some jewelry, knives. Looks like railway documents. Dang, a lot of knives. This is a super cool group. All of these local, pretty much local. This WHB, I got WHB Kansas City, like 1920s, 1930s. Where was that one picture, Chad? What book?
KMBC. Near the last.
Yeah, there it is.
Benny Moten.
Benny Moten.
There's a really young Count Basie.
Pretty cool. More stuff in there. Come check it out. Please
Some
handle
really
with
cool
care.
78s when you get there.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some vintage toys and watches and knives and lighters and more watches and more jewelry and World War II belt buckles. There's some gold in there and some sterling in there, railroad hatchet, badges and stuff. This book, I think I hit it in the intro. Freaking signed by Thomas Hart Benton. Pretty cool. These gold bracelets here, they've been x-rayed. This one came out at 20K, 15.85 grams. This one came at 21K, 16.35 grams. Again, there's some more gold and silver and stuff down in the case. Here's a Vietnam, like, I'll just call it flight type helmet, armored crew type helmet with all the decorations. There's a tag in there that did show that it was like late 60s. World War II Japanese flag. Imperial Japanese World War II downed pilot's rescue flag carried an aircraft survival kit. Flag made to float on water surface for rescue purposes. Vet bring back. So there you have it. Oh wow, World War II German photo album. Looks like some old medical equipment. There's the wrestling album. Oh, Matthew Ridgway signature. Autographs. Let's see, down here there's well, all sorts of cool stuff. Edged weapons, swords, bayonets, fighting knives, training rifle. There's a couple of deer skins, pelts, old signs, old toys, marbles. Front's full. Front is full. Bats.
All signed by different.
Yep, signed. Let's see. Vladimir Guerrero, Tim Salmon, Solomon, Denny Nagel. Can't really get them out of there, but you can come look at them. Railroad sign. This is going to be a good freaking auction. They've all been good lately. Hope it keeps up. We never have a bad one again. It's a lot of work though, man. Rear seam, M1 helmet, some uranium glass. What are these things, these coins?
They're actually Christmas ornaments.
Oh, Christmas ornaments with Asian coins, kind of.
Yeah, they come out with.
Picturesque America.
I think it is gold leaf, but it's, you know.
And some great jazz albums. Again, look at the photos too for more information. And of course, again, come in for preview. Photos and video are no substitution for coming and checking stuff out. Which brings me to my next point. This video is not intended for entertainment purposes. It is purely informational. Show you what we've got going on in the auction this week. It's not a whole lot of editing going on. I mean, definitely a couple hours, but this is killer. Black satin, 67, 68, Vietnam jacket. Looks like old railroad, like toy and more ephemera. That guy, a freaking snow leopard. Kind of cool. A couple more railroad signs. Clocks, military clocks, binoculars, fighting knives. It's a lighter. We don't sell guns unless they're black powder. World War I helmet, another neat old clock. Excuse me, Kenya Airways blanket. Kansas history book, 1883. Binder full of old Valentines. Starter pistol, grips, signed Tom Watson book. That's cool. Like sofa painting. Light up. Not sure if these all got plugged in or not. Yeah, looks like it. Great vintage hi-fi. Let's see. Pioneer SA 9500. Kenwood KR 8010. And the Crown Amp DC 300A. Okay, Kansas City Parks and Rec Carhartt, another Kansas City Parks and Rec, another Kansas City Parks and Rec, Scabbard, and Chad's Photo Cube, Chad. All right, let's see. I don't know if this stuff will get scooted up this time or not, honestly, but I'll go ahead and show it to you. Generally, things on carts get moved up front, but I think we're going to be pretty busy up front as it is. So, and I'm not seeing anything too remarkable over here. Anyway, do you agree?
Oh, I'm deep in these.
Yeah, sorry, right. So this may or may not scoot up front over here. Kind of the same here. I mean, there's neat stuff on there. Motorcycle jacket, vintage Steelers, vintage Raiders, like some sort of ski coat. That's super vintage. And there's just some kind of starter and kind of some other stuff. Like, I don't know if there's anything too special about any of this. At any rate, so you saw it, and we'll move over here. Try to go slow through here and let you take another look at things. Well, it's hard to see in there anyway. I like that box back there. You know, that's just all sterling in there. Spoons, jewelry, all sorts of stuff. More gold in there, scrap and more. Okay, yeah, sorry about the state of the room for the video. There's stuff everywhere. Flight suits, parka, cold weather stuff. Dang, diving knives. Boxes of camo. Medical laundry bags. Dang, box of chocolate chip. That's cool. Parachute with risers. All right, sports, local stuff, and more. Signed and more. Cards and more. Come in, check that stuff out. Whew, all this stuff coming up. Look at all that stuff to put away. Crazy. All right, this little Hobart or whatever, this little mixer works. These will do well. We've sold those before, Grateful Dead ornaments. Why you should never drink water. Neat old K. It was up in the attic, so it's kind of heat stroke, but I mean, come check it out. Rod peel. Good auction. Okay, and then after this, we're jumping back to furniture. Look at all that down the aisle to put away too. Look at all this right here to put away too. Crazy. All right, but we'll do the best we can to show you what we have here. Furniture. Neat, like kind of waterfall. Buffet. Bar, if you want it. Whew. And you know, we'll still be doing some more setting up and getting things organized, maybe some more things plugged in, you know, previews tomorrow. Oh my God, that's cool. And some lamps. I'll show you more of that stuff when I get back there. These are cute. God, all sorts of stuff over here. Freaking stressing me out. So much stuff. But Thursday, about 11 o'clock, 99% of it will be gone. Every time people come down here for the first time, they just cannot wrap their mind around the fact that we're going to sell everything in one night. But if you've been here before, you know indeed we freaking do. Oh man, it's going to be 11 o'clock or so. We're going to be up front. Chad thinks 8:45. I think he's probably right. Garden stuff. More of this new merchandise, like a lot of like boxes of coffee. And those drums, those speakers. And that's good, like auction speaker, really. Freaking urns. What? Some bingers. I don't know about these Nikes, if they're real or not. They look good. We've just had stuff coming in the door like crazy, plus we're going out and, you know, getting stuff from a couple different places. We don't really go out as much as we used to. Lately we have been, but, you know, we're not driving out to Blue Springs to load up a van of furniture anymore. We might in like November. This is like an outdoor like fireplace, I guess. We had these at my house growing up. I'll be damned. Core memory unlocked. Actually, it's been unlocked before. Just been a while. What an auction. What an auction. We have a couple cars out there. You know, people have been asking about them. They're not going this week. We've got to get some stuff figured out on them. USA. Just couldn't get all these plugged in yet. Might happen. Oh my God, look at all this hunting stuff. Navy sweatshirt, another Navy sweatshirt, USA. I guess maybe not Navy. Anyway, vintage, China, woodland. Oh, more stuff to put away. Oh, that's freaking handy. Ski glasses, fishing stuff, grinder on the stand, music, mirror, sports cards, autograph signed tiles, 1991 All-Star Game, Kansas City Comets, cool 80s lamps, more fishing. Whew, bro, this is crazy. This is an insane freaking auction. Oh my God. Kind of freaking me out. Oh man, I'm gonna be working hard. Like a light board, I guess. What's that? A slide duplicator, right? Ooh, man. Metal wheels. These probably slide cases empty. Okay, let's keep going over here. Box is full of stuff. It's cool. Check it. These slides, these are all like railroad. I don't know if you can. All railroad related. So that could be a small fortune right there. Just in resale potential alone. I mean, that's a lot of freaking slides of rail cars and railroad related. That's a lot. That can keep you busy on eBay for a long time, and you just put it in an envelope and send it, free shipping. I just saw people were selling like lots of 40 at a time, I think. But I don't know. Okay, so this is Michael's little shop set up over here. Lots of railroad stuff this auction. Look at at all. More stuff to put away. Crazy. I don't know where he's going to put it all. We've got the room. Someone has a bunch of stuff stored here. Two someones, actually. But we're working on getting all that handled. Who's that pulling in here? It's so crazy how aware of tires on gravel you become here, especially this time on a freaking Tuesday. Cool stuff. Mr. Peanut, that's $20 piece right there. Easy. With all those Jolly Greens in there. A lot of these are first edition books in here, I think. More looks like maybe either medical stuff or baking stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, don't need to eat their Wheaties for this one. I'm another midnight.
No. Yeah, I was saying 11, you know, optimistically. Looks like I'm going to be back on the energy drinks. Oh my God. I mean, this is crazy. This is a great auction. It really is. Nuts, man. A gear poster. Whoa. Oh. What? Whoa, these are some great postcards in here. What? Another vintage hi-fi. JVC KD 35 cassette deck. Are you out, Nat? All right, I'll try to get this video done and uploading sooner than later. All right, see ya. These are cute. Looks like what, high school maybe? Oh, okay, we already looked at this stuff. All right. All right, home stretch. Hand embroidered linens and more. That's a good box. Pyrex. Lots of paper dolls and comics, ephemera, magazines. Whoa. This is crazy. Whoa, these glass slides. Look how creepy that is. Looks like a freaking wolf man. More first editions and more. Us. What is all this? Man, this place like nowhere else in the freaking world, man. That one looks really old. Again, we're gonna have to check through some of this stuff again. Whoa, my God. More stuff to put away. Oh yeah, these. So like these kind of need to be by themselves. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Really cool. Great auction, guys. Great auction. Okay, so I did forget some stuff over here like I usually do, so we'll walk over there. Having fun? Ooh. Got the head shake. Got the Von Kruger head shake. Okay, so then over here, there's some vintage. Whoa. Whoa. Miscellaneous Royals. All right, let's get down here. 560s. You guys will check that stuff out. And let's see, I can't remember if I showed you this stuff or not, so we'll just go around real quick. Campaign hat, Marine Corps campaign hat, pack, gas mask, putties, visor caps. Wow. Oh my God. If you're going to one auction this year, make it this one, May 1st, May Day. See ya.